Hello and welcome to Fresh Face One Shots. My name is Joey,
And I'm Jacob.
and today we are back with Batman: The Long Halloween, the last Halloween. This is, at long last, the second to last issue of Batman: The Last Halloween, with issue number 9. Here we go.
I was gonna ask, can you believe it? Can you believe it that this issue's actually out? Like
that we're actually here, and that I only dislike one thing about it, and that it's still a really good issue. I shouldn't even say I truly dislike the thing that I'm going to bring up towards the end of this review. It slightly rubs me the wrong way because it reminds me of a certain thing that I don't like that technically isn't related to this, but I'm sure you already know what I'm referring to.
I'm not sure.
We'll talk about it. It's literally the very end of the issue. Yeah,
I was gonna say, is it the twist? Because the twist, I'm like, oh, is this?
Yeah,
is this the twist we're doing?
Twist.
That's fine. Okay.
But on the rest of the issue, we have art by Chris. Oh yes.
I think you're going into my point. I want
to Chris Samney, who is so good. I really do love the art in this. I mean, all the artists on this book have been great, but I just really love.
There's something about Samney here that like just fits. It fits. Like I'm like, if I squint, this is a Tim Sale issue.
It's almost Tim Sale. I mean, it also helps that the issue literally opens on some Tim Sale homages with some panel recreations from Long Halloween, which I do love. This first page, I love the different colors, those stark panels hitting each other. The recreations of those scenes look really nice. We got our little recap at the start here, and then we jump in. We have this meeting of the Falcone family. We have Selina Kyle here as well, who is now officially, I guess, being included in this family. And we have what is it, Louisa? Right?
Louisa.
Louisa, right? Yeah, Louisa.
Yeah, Louisa is her mother. Because oh my god, like we're this is Jeff Loeb tying together all three minis.
Oh yeah, it's like great. Yeah, it really is.
The only thing that I suppose that could make this more of a tied up in a bow is if he tied in Haunted Night somehow, but like
he's never bothered himself with including Haunted Night in the Long Halloween, Dark Victory, When in Rome stuff before. I wouldn't expect him to, but it would be nice.
It would be nice. It would be so nice.
I gotta say, I love Batman's little disguise here at the start, just the fucking trench coat and the hat, but he's still wearing the Batman suit underneath.
And here's the thing, I love how you can immediately tell from that first panel just because like
yes. It's so
like
good.
the eyes, it's Batman's eyes.
And of course he's like immediately found out. Like like barely 2 other panels go by before Luis is like, it's you, you're Batman. Hi, come on out. We have Batman going after the family here, Catwoman jumping into the fray here.
Some gorgeous Bat-Cat sequences, like
I mean, yeah, Loeb always crushes it. Samney really complements the Bat-Cat dynamic here. I love especially that full 2-page spread when Batman is shot in the chest and he's falling off of the building here. It looks so good. Amazing stuff. We get a classic rooftop chase between the two of them before Catwoman gets away. Batman is tossed through a building. And then we catch up with Two-Face. We catch up with Harvey Dent.
Yeah.
Or rather specifically Two-Face. As he is going after the crime doctor here, trying to figure out how long Gilda has been pregnant, how long he's known about this. We just figured this out last issue, and
also this idea that Two-Face is gathering as many villains as he can for something, like, and it's. I'm wondering if Scarecrow and Solomon Grundy having the rubber bands around them is... If there's something there, why those two have rubber bands and no one else does, or it might just be an extraneous detail that I'm looking way too hard into it.
Or, that's possible, I mean, unless they're the ones that he definitely has on his side already, like maybe the other ones are more up in the air, because he's looking at the Joker's file and the Joker shows up, and we get this little deal between the two of them. So I'm wondering if this is like, these are people that he's still trying to get in on this plan with him, maybe.
Possibly, it's very possible.
I guess we'll find out next issue.
I really hope that the final issue doesn't like drop everything, because despite the fact that this miniseries has been heavily delayed, like
it's still really good.
It's good. It is, as far as I can tell, a lot better than what Loeb has been doing with Hush 2.
Hatoosh, yeah. It's which is also experiencing heavy delays and still has yet to finish, despite the fact that Matt Fraction's Batman has already begun and is well underway. We then cut back to the cave. We have Bruce and Dick looking into Gilda, who we find out has sort of like hid this pregnancy of hers under the name Grace Powell, which we learned that Powell was her maiden name, but also I like to think that the fake name Grace was kind of pulled from Batman the Animated Series, because that was Harvey's wife's name in
there. That's possible.
It's a fun little nod, I'm assuming.
We find out that it's those two FBI agents who sprung her from Arkham. Like, that's how they fit into all of this. It gets interrupted with this great scene between Selina and Louisa.
Yeah,
and they're in. It is.
I think it's so easy to overlook a miniseries like Catwoman When in Rome, but it is so important.
Don't forget, it did not help that there was a period of time where it was out of print, pretty much, unless you had like.
Oh yeah. Unless
you had the Omni, I think. Like there was some time, and I'm very glad that they re-put it out in a deluxe edition, because it's just as good as the other miniseries. It's just because it until recently didn't have Batman on the cover. People kind of forgot about it, because people love their Batmans, but
they do, rightfully so. But I love my Selina as well, and she gets this gorgeous scene with Louisa, where I love, she's in her Catwoman outfit, and then there's just this great moment towards the end where she takes off the mask, and you can just see the resemblance between her and her mother, and I just love that. It's a great scene between the two of them. I really appreciate that. But we then go back to Batman and Robin as they are trying to hunt down Gilda.
The anti-pope of Harvey and Gilda Dent, and
we get this incredible, somewhat stupid, but I really enjoy it, moment where while going through Gilda's stuff, they find this trophy of hers to Gilda Powell, who's awarded an expert marksman trophy, which is a little on the nose, but I think makes sense.
It makes sense considering she was Holiday, like. I guess spoilers for The Long Halloween, if you are.
You haven't read The Long Halloween.
If you haven't read The Long Halloween, here's the thing. There is someone apparently who watches our stuff that probably hasn't read The Long Halloween. I saw that comment.
Yeah, it's a great comment, which we'll be talking about on our next episode of Fresh Face Comics. But yeah, I just... if you haven't read The Long Halloween, read The Long Halloween. There's a reason it is so commonly recommended and why it was the first episode of our podcast. But then we get our last two-page reveal. We have Mario, we have Gilda here, we have... Look. Slight spoilers if one has not seen the animated adaptation of The Long Halloween, the two-part animated film adaptation of that. It kind of feels like Jeff Loeb pulled this from that, right?
Yeah, and I don't...
Like we just kind of replaced Alberto with Mario.
Mario.
I
say it's
here's the thing. It is not inherently bad. I'll say that. It just rubs me the wrong way because it reminds me of a plot point that I did not enjoy in an adaptation of a story related to this story. And I think that's what's giving me a slight problem just on initial, reading of this. It'll all depend on how it resolves itself in the final issue, I think. But as of right now,
we should say what the plot point is. We should say what the plot point is. Gilda Dent has been having an affair with Mario Falcone and is pregnant with his baby. Like,
and Mario's the one that shot Two-Face in the head, supposedly killing him. It killed Harvey Dent, as Gilda puts it, but Two-Face is still very much alive, and he knows about her and Mario and the baby.
And I'm curious to see how this thing is going to end. It's also very possible that she's lying through her teeth as well. Like,
that's possible as well.
But
possible as well.
Yeah. Well, I am also very hopeful. Apparently, the last issue is coming out this October.
Interesting. I would like it to. I would love to read it for Halloween. That'd be awesome.
It's apparently coming out 2 days before Halloween on the 29th.
I'm still not getting my hopes up.
Yeah, I know. That has been this issue's problem, or this miniseries' problem. Not issue. It's that it's been pulled and stretched out over a year when really it's 10 issues. It should just be 10 months.
Yeah, I can understand the month off, and I can understand the want to release on Halloween. But when there are such long gaps between issues, when there clearly aren't meant to be, I think that's what kind of killed the momentum. And I'm sure, like, you know, when I eventually go back to reread this, I'm sure I'll enjoy the experience a lot more going through it all as a single unit. I'm sure that'll definitely change the way I view it. But as it stands, you know, I am very much enjoying the miniseries. It's hard to keep up that momentum when the issues.
I did just check. As of now, it is still number 10 is still supposed to come out the 29th of October.
As I always say with this miniseries, I will believe it when I see it.
Because I believe we had an issue that was supposed to come out 1 month. It was solicited until like literally the day before it was supposed to come out when it was delayed. So
yeah. So whatever. Anyway, all right. I think that about does it. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to check out other Fresh Face one-shots we do. We cover Superman by Joshua Williamson, Wonder Woman by Tom King, Trinity, Daughter of Wonder Woman, the spin-off of Wonder Woman. We're also covering now Batman by Matt Fraction, which has been really fun so far. We're also covering this, obviously, the end of the Long Halloween Saga. We have one more issue left in this, which is very exciting. We are also going to be covering DCKO. The video for that will be out tomorrow as of the release of this video. We're also covering the Uncanny X-Men by Gail Simone, which is currently going to be the Unbreakable X-Men by Gail Simone, and then back in when it comes January, it'll be back to Uncanny. So we'll be covering all of that as it comes out. Also check out the main podcast, Fresh Face Comics. We just recently put an episode on Luke Cage Power Man Volume 2, and coming out very soon, we have an episode on the Uncanny X-Men Volume 4. It is the start of the Dark Phoenix saga. It's all very exciting. Check out our link trees, our socials. Everything will be linked down in the description below. You can follow us wherever you want to follow us. Be sure to check out our Patreon, patreon.com/BloodandNoteStudios. You can get early Star Trek reviews, Star Trek commentaries, Fresh Face extras, and just a general support tier. There's that as well if you want just your name in the description below. It'll be the first thing that people see when they go down to the description below. They'll see your name, they'll see that you're a cool person, and they'll want to join as well. So there's that. Subscribe to the channel, Blood and Note Studios. Any support is greatly appreciated. Until next time, this has been Joey Morgan.
And Jacob Licklider.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.